Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. Now, the data is in and the FTX story just keeps getting better. And today we're going to look at how much real estate FTX actually purchased. And what I'm going to do is essentially read an entire article on FTX, since I personally know very little about crypto or crypto exchanges, but essentially you guys may have heard that the owner of FTX, the owner of the company, essentially stole billions of dollars of his clients' money, and immediately after filed for bankruptcy protection. Completely outrageous. Now, this is especially wreaking havoc in the YouTube niche because there are so many top financial YouTubers that were promoting FTX without really understanding what seems to be the owner's bad intention. And just so you guys know, and I can testify, I probably get 4 to 5 sponsorship requests per day in crypto. And I refuse to advertise any of that because we really don't know anyone but ourselves, right? Now, regardless, guys, I think this is going to be an interesting story and I hope you guys like it. And again, I'm just going to read straight from the article just because I don't want people to assume I know about crypto. And I'm going to give you guys a conclusion, however, on my opinion of crypto, which essentially, I don't even know why we need, except for disguising your money transferring. But I'm not in money laundering, so that makes it's completely useless to me. But whatever, guys, if you got hurt in FTX, heart goes out to you guys. And there's almost nothing worse in the world than having your money stolen. So my heart goes out to you guys. Regardless, let's get started and jump into this article. But before I do that, understand, I'm not your financial advisor, but if I was, I would probably tell you not to buy crypto, even though my bio is as a realtor, loan officer, and instructor in all things real estate. Understand this is my personal YouTube channel where I get to rant about renting, not doing dishes, being outworked, being worried about my children growing up in today's society, and I just get a vent. So for the venting, please, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and shoot me a comment below because I love to hear from you. But regardless, let's jump into this article right now, which will be linked in my description if you guys want to check it out later. So I'm just going to jump in here, guys. And remember, I'm going to pretty much read this, word for word, just because I don't feel comfortable enough as far as my expertise in crypto. But this is from NBC News. And here's the name of the article. FTX spent $300 million on Bahamas real estate. Substantial assets missing, lawyers say. So the thing with real estate, guys, is it's not even liquid. How does it go missing? That's one of the things about real estate. It's actually not easy to sell, except for the last 2 years, obviously. Crypto exchange FTX was ran as a personal fiefdom. I'm just going to say his last name's Fraud. Okay, so Sam Bankman-Fried, attorneys for the firm, said on Tuesday, describing that one of the company's units spent $300 million on Bahamas real estate. The collapse of FTX, one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges, has left an estimated 1 million creditors facing losses totaling billions of dollars. This was a huge hit for crypto. Now, I've never invested in crypto again, but this was huge. This is very, very devastating, I believe, to crypto, guys. Let's continue. In the highest profile crypto blowout to date, FTX filed for protection in the United States after traders pulled $6 billion from the platform because it's their money and they can in 3 days, and rival exchange Binance abandoned a rescue deal. An attorney for FTX said at a bankruptcy hearing on Tuesday that was live streamed with nearly 1,000 people watching on YouTube that an investigation must take place into Binance's sale of FTX in July 2021. Binance bought a stake in FTX in 2019 and sold it in 2021. An attorney said that $300 million spent on real estate was largely homes and vacation properties for senior staff. The company intends to sell off healthy business units, an attorney said. So, wow, they're buying second homes and vacation homes for their senior staff? Aren't these just a bunch of kids? Like, how are they senior staff? Like senior out of high school? Like, this is insane, guys. Who knows how much other real estate they bought? Maybe it'll tell us. Let's continue. Earlier reported that Bankman-Fried, FTX, his parent, and senior executives of the failed cryptocurrency exchange bought at least 19 properties worth nearly $121 billion in the Bahamas over the past 2 years, official property records show. At the hearing, an attorney for FTX also said that the company continues to suffer cyber attacks as bankruptcy begins, and that substantial assets are missing. What an absolute disgrace. I mean, this is such a disgrace. A considerable amount of time was dedicated to debate over whether FTX top 50 creditors should be identified by name in the court filing. The judge said he will allow the top creditors to remain redacted, but will revisit the issue at future hearings. The next hearing is scheduled for January 11th. Its cash balance of $1.24 billion as of Sunday was substantially higher than previously thought. A filing Monday night by Edgar Mosley of Alvarez and Marshall, a consultancy firm advising FTX, said it includes around $400 million at accounts related to Alameda Research, the crypto trading firm owned by FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried, and $127 million at FTX Japan arm. FTX said on Sunday it has launched a strategic review of its global assets and is preparing for the sale or recognizing of some businesses. Have previously said it owes its 50 biggest creditors nearly $3.1 billion. Bankman-Fried secretly used $10 billion in customer funds to prop up his trading businesses, and that at least $1 billion of those deposits have vanished. So here's what's more than likely going to happen. Now that FTX is in bankruptcy, more than likely the court, and I don't know, again, I'm not an attorney, okay? So if you guys have any questions intimately about bankruptcy, contact an attorney, because I'm not one. But this is probably what's going to happen. As a result of their bankruptcy protection, essentially the creditors can't really sue them, right? Because they're under bankruptcy protection. Can't really. But the creditors do have an option to go after them during the bankruptcy proceedings. More than likely, FTX is going to sell their real estate to liquidate that money as part of any type of bankruptcy payback plan, right? Or something of that nature. So in order for them to do that, in order for anyone under bankruptcy to sell real estate in a distressed market, they must sell their properties for under market value. And normally they have to do that immediately. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Keep your eyes out for that. I believe that there's a lot of new investors that are not proper investors that are poorly leveraged. I think those people are going to have to liquidate next year, and they're going to have to fire sell their properties just to keep from going bankrupt themselves. And this is starting at like the top, right? And this, I get it, it's crypto, but nevertheless, they do own houses, and that precedence will be set for other investors in the real estate market that need to stay alive through the recession. Let's get back to the article. FTX has asked Judge John Dorsey to sign off on initial steps in its bankruptcy, including paying employees and critical vendors, which will allow it to continue to operate during Chapter 11 bankruptcy proceedings. The firm has also asked Dorsey to take over a separate Chapter 15 case filed last week in New York on behalf of FTX Bahamas units by liquidators appointed by a Bahamas court. Such proceedings are used by foreign companies to seek U.S. courts cooperation in cross-border bankruptcy cases. So maybe that's why he went to Bahamas. Just really shocking. I mean, these evil people are geniuses. They're evil geniuses. Lawyers are representing the Bahamas liquidators who have previously questioned the validity of the U.S. Chapter 11 proceedings and clashed with the team leading it over which case should take precedence, agreed to that demand before Tuesday's hearing. FTX led since the bankruptcy filing by new CEO John Ray has accused Bankman-Fried of working with Bahama regulators to undermine the U.S. bankruptcy case and shift assets overseas. Dang, this guy is crazy. Bankman-Fried, FTX, and the Bahamas liquidators do not immediately respond to requests for comment. FTS is also seeking to indemnify unidentified individuals for actions they took and continue to take in connection with assets that represent a significant share of the company's estate, according to Tuesday's court filing. A Bloomberg News report citing sources had said Genesis was struggling to raise fresh cash for its lending unit and warning investors it may need to file bankruptcy if it does not find funding. So this is a collapse, right? This is a crypto collapse. This is going to go down the chain. And any of these people that own real estate, they're going to fire sell it and it's going to be sweet. So hopefully they own more than just $300 million worth of real estate, because that's just what came out. Let me be crystal clear. DCG will continue to be leading builder of the industry. We have weathered previous crypto winters And while this one may feel more severe because it is, collectively, we will come out of it strong. So real quick, guys, for anyone thinking right now is going to be the best time to buy, you guys, there's so much happening. Just pick one thing, right? Just pick one thing that's happening that hasn't really broke yet, right? Unemployment hasn't broke yet. Hypersupply hasn't broke yet. Even though we're getting more supply, foreclosures haven't hit yet, right? Investors haven't really started fire selling yet, even though Open Door has drastically declined their houses, even though Redfin has acknowledged doing the same. Redfin's going 2% under the cheapest market comparable. I'm sorry, the cheapest market listing. So they're already taking the markets that they're selling in 2% under market value. That's what Redfin's doing right now. So again, you guys, let's keep our eyes on investors because again, more than likely that will be where some of us find the deal of our dreams. Now, in conclusion, I still don't know why crypto is so popular. From what I can see, the only benefit of crypto is hiding your financial deposits and transfers, which to me is not important because I'm not laundering money. So maybe I just don't understand the importance of crypto right now, but I will as soon as that becomes popular within normal American households. And that's when we start talking about a currency change out of the dollar, in my opinion, because right now, there's a lot of people, oh, the dollar's not going to be the world currency. The thing is, in order for the dollar not to be the world currency, something has to take place of the dollar, and there ain't nothing out there. So I believe probably what's going to happen is something in the form of crypto is going to take place of the dollar. So I believe that's going to happen. But again, I don't see a personal need for crypto. Do me a favor, guys, comment below. Let me know, why is crypto important? Why are people investing in it? And why do you think it's going to change the world? Again, I understand hiding financial transactions. I get that part, but why is that really needed for the majority of Americans? Do y'all see the point I'm trying to make here? But other than that, guys, I really hope today you guys got every day, technically, you guys got value, perspective, and insights. And if you're out there investing in real estate, I wish you luck and I hope you win.